Hello, my name is Alicia Monlock, and I'm the Director of Student Financial Services here at Goucher College. I want to welcome you to the Fall 2026, Spring 2027 academic year. We're so excited to have you. In Student Financial Services, our office oversees student billing and financial aid. Our office is located at 103 Dorsey, but we're also available by email and phone to answer any of your questions. Today we're going to go over that information that was in stop 3 of your onboarding, including some systems and some important information that you may want to know. Today we're going to walk through several items, including reporting outside scholarships to the college, Net Partner, our financial aid system, and how to accept awards. Then we're going to talk about anticipated aid versus dispersed aid. We're also going to talk about the difference between FERPA and MyGoucher. Also, we're going to cover tuition refund insurance, health insurance, and an example billing statement. Reporting outside scholarships is very easy. It is done in your admissions and financial aid portal. And once that scholarship is received by the college, it is then applied to your billing statement. I've included the link here for you to report your outside scholarships. Net Partner is Goucher's financial aid portal access for our students. In Net Partner, you can view your financial aid awards, accept and decline them, and view documents and messaging. Additionally, in Net Partner, there's important information for you to read about. If you are a first-time user, you want to click the first-time user link to set up your Net Partner account. If you're a returning user, you want to enter your student ID without the P into the ID section and continue on with your username and password. Here's a view of the Net Partner login screen. As we've discussed previously, if you're a first-time user, the very first thing you're going to do is click that first-time user link. If you're a returning student, you'd want to enter your Goucher ID and your password. Your password is very specific. It requires at least 9 characters, one uppercase, one lowercase letter, a special character, and at least one number. Your password will lock out after 90 days if you have not logged into NetPartner. Additionally, if you've logged into your NetPartner 3 times with the incorrect password, your account will lock. Just reach out to us at finaid@goucher.edu or call the number listed on the NetPartner home screen and we'll get your account unlocked for you. Continuing on in NetPartner after you're logged in, up in the corner, it's going to tell you what your name is. Here we've got a Goucher student. Additionally, it's going to tell you what award year you're located in. The current award year for fall 26, spring 27 is 2026-2027. Then there's a menu option where you can select from a list of things to do. You can view your financial aid summary, accept and decline your aid, view documents and messages, or return here to the home screen that you're seeing. From the home screen, in this version of NetPartner, you've decided to accept and decline aid. Towards the top, you'll see your cost of attendance, and in this middle section, you'll see important messages. To accept or decline your aid, in the bottom corner, you can decline all your aid or accept all your aid. However, if you'd like to individually select accept or decline, you want to use the scroll bar on the bottom to move all the way over to the status section. And in the status section, you'll see that information may be pending. From there, you can select accept or decline, and don't forget to hit that submit button when you're all done so we're notified of your changes. We do request that students either accept or decline all of their aid when they're in their portal and leave nothing in the pending status. If you decide to make a change later, just reach out to us and we'll be able to assist you with updating that status in NetPartner for you to change your elections. After you've made your elections to accept and decline all of your pending aid, please head over to Documents and Messaging to see what additional documents may be needed for you. In the status section, you'll see if something is marked as received, approved, or not received. We do ask students if there is a document listed in not received to either submit that to our office or to follow the hyperlink in NetPartner and complete that action. In the example you see here, the student has elected to take out their student loans. So they need to complete their entrance loan counseling and their master promissory note. Once those two steps have been completed, we'll get that information back from the Department of Education, and that status will be updated to received. All right, now we're all set in NetPartner. We've accepted our student aid, and for that aid that has been accepted, on our billing statement, it turns into anticipated aid. This allows time for student documents to come in before the due date. Once your anticipated aid is on your account and all your documents have been received to complete the financial aid process, that aid changes to dispersed aid on your student billing. Generally, that's mid-September for the fall and mid-February for the spring. So there's some important billing information on this page, and I wanted you to have the links available. We do have a video that our colleague, Collie Dunn, had completed on how to read your statement, and you can visit that at goucher.edu/billing. Also, in order to see your statement, you do need to sign into your MyGoucher account and follow the steps below. So now we're going to talk about FERPA versus MyGoucher Access. FERPA is the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act, and this allows you, the student, to elect who has information or who we can provide information to on your behalf regarding your academic, financial aid, and billing. You can make those elections here on the Goucher College website. My Goucher Access, however, by logging in, allows you to give access to a parent or guardian to set their own login information to view statements, make a payment, or take other billing actions on your account. Now we're going to switch gears and talk about tuition refund insurance. So what is GradGuard? GradGuard is a company that Goucher College partners with for rental insurance that you may have seen in your housing portal and tuition refund insurance. Tuition refund insurance is a coverage for students who have a serious illness, a chronic illness, a mental health condition where they may need to withdraw from a term. The plans are for a specific term or for an entire academic year. And the deadline for enrolling is at the end of the 100% refund period or at the end of the ad drop. You can contact gradguard.com/tuition/Goucher or call the number that you see here on your screen to elect into tuition refund insurance. Health insurance is required for all full-time students at Goucher, and it is an opt-out program. That means you as a student are required to either waive health insurance or enroll in it once the notification has been sent to you. The notification tends to come out a little bit later in August, and students have 3 weeks from that notification to either waive their health insurance or enroll in a plan. There is a note that if you do enroll in Goucher's health insurance, it is for the year. And with that, half of it will be billed in the fall and the other half will be billed in the spring. Finally, I want to move on how to read your statement. This is an example statement, and we do have a video up by our partner in Student Financial Services, Collie Dunn, in looking over this same process. Statements come to students starting July 9th and will continue weekly through the add drop period, which is 2 weeks into the term. Then we will switch to a monthly statement cycle. So up in the top where you see the number 1 is the statement date. That is the date that that statement was created. Section 2 is your Goucher student ID. So if you ever need to know how to log into your NetPartner access, that Goucher ID is also listed on your statement. In Section 3, you have a previous balance. There is a note here that if you see a negative dash in front of the number, that means that your previous balance is a credit on your account. Number 4 is the due date. That is the date that the payment is due in full. And number 5 is the total amount due. I do want to know whether you have a previous balance that is a credit or a true balance. That amount is calculated in the total due. And right at the tail end of the previous slide and the top of this slide is important information. This is information from the billing office of things that you need to be aware of, such as health insurance requirements or how to reach other offices for questions. Now, if you look towards almost the center, that is the charge item section. This column shows you the charges that you have for that semester or that term, including your tuition, your room, any food plans or fees that you may have on your account. The next spot over is the credit section. This column will show your financial aid, scholarships, grants, and any payments that you've made on your account. We had talked previously about anticipated aid, and if you see 2 stars in the credit section, that means that that particular award is anticipated and not yet dispersed on your account. Number 9 shows that total amount due. Again, that does include any previous balance or previous credit on your account. Oh, number 10, those 2 asterisks do show any anticipated aid. In this case, there's no anticipated aid on this example statement. And number 11, we've got 2 spots. We had talked previously about health insurance, and here I want to show how it shows up on your statement if you plan to waive. So in this case, on 7/16, we had applied a health insurance fall balance amount of $1,881.50, and then on 7/23, the student decided to waive their health insurance. So there you'll see that amount apply in the credit. Again, my name is Alicia Monlock, and I'm the Director of Student Financial Services here at Goucher College. Contact us. We're located in 103 Dorsey, Suite 103, billing at goucher.edu for billing questions, finaid at goucher.edu for any financial aid questions, or you can give us a call or walk into the office. We are so happy to have you here with us, and we hope you the best fall 2026 term.